Buying an apartment can be a really affordable way to get into the marketplace for an investor or a first home buyer. Unfortunately, a lot of people make mistakes when they buy apartments. So today I'm going to give you some of my top questions and tips. So when you are buying an apartment, you get as much information before you make that purchase. Firstly, ask the agent what title will come with the apartment. Do you get a strata title? Is it a company share or stratum title, which a lot of the banks don't like and they won't lend often more than 70% or if at all. So just always make sure you ask those questions. Does the car park come on title? Is the courtyard or outdoor area on title as well, or is it on an agreement or a shared first in, first served basis? Make sure you also ask about the size of the apartment because some banks can have restrictions on lending against small properties, less than 50 square metres for instance. Ask about the internal square metre area, not the whole area including the balcony and the car park. So ask that question and make sure you don't include it all together. Ask the agent what the zoning is of the property or check it on the contract of sale. Sometimes we see properties in areas along the shopping strips and often those properties are commercial or business zoned and lots of banks won't lend more than 70% against those properties. They're seen as a higher risk. So make sure you're buying properties in a residential zone. Also ring the body corporate and owners corporation and ask, are there any special works planned for this building? Have they had any problems in terms of maintenance? If there is going to be a roof being replaced, that could be a special levy that you'll be hit with. That could be in $10,000 or more. So you need to hopefully find that information out before you go ahead and purchase that property. The most important thing to ask is to try and work out the price of what you should pay for that property. So getting involved with buyers agents or real estate agents and try and get as much information about recent property sales in that area. Often new apartments are valued per square metre. The size of them, $8,000 to $10,000 a square metre, whereas the older apartments tend to be valued more in terms of comparable sales. Also ask your bank whether they will lend against this particular area that you're buying. In certain suburbs like Melbourne CBD, 3000, 3004 and surrounding areas have restrictions for certain banks that they won't lend or will only lend 70% against that property. Also check out the contract of sale. Make sure you know about all the outgoings, council rates, water rates, owners corporation, body corporate fees, and understand that if it does have lifts, pools, gymnasiums, that you'll be paying more. There are some of my tips for you before you go out and buy your next apartment.